Hi and good morning to my lecturer and my fellow friends. Today my group is going to share about the causes and effect of drugs. What is drug? Drugs are medicines that when taken and have specific and unintended side effects. When taken in, they can and will affect any region of your body, any substance, good or evil. As the potential to the harm of the body, the beneficial pharmaceuticals aid and repair your body. But the harmful drugs end up putting your health at risk. This drug occurs due to excessive dose intake without reference to a doctor or the relevant party. The use of those drugs elevates the increasing stresses of life and attempts at painful suicide. The influence of peers or a desire to be free of muddled ideas is the reason why they use or continue to consume drugs. Also, they have such a high level of interest that they want to taste the substance. In addition, developing countries are also among the causes of drug use among teenagers because they want to study harder so they can change the country to be more developed. And this results in mental stress among adolescents. They take the easy way out to free themselves from mental stress.
Hello, my name is Nurus Aida binti Karim. In these sections, I will show about point 1 is curiosity. Curiosity is an inherent aspect of life and teens are no exceptions. Many teenagers begin experimenting with drugs and alcohol out of curiosity and a desire to know how it feels. Curiosity is one of the causes of drug usage in adolescence. These feelings can be felt by teenagers as young as 13 years old. They have also met a lot of strangers and made a lot of new friends at such a young age. This is because teenagers' curiosity grows stronger as they get older. For instance, simply witnessing a peer who is using drugs can elicit a desire to attempt it for a short period. It can make a person addicted over time. In other words, these folk begin experimenting with drugs only to find out how they taste. However, they are aware that drugs are prohibited object of substance that is harmful to their health and life. As a result, adolescents need to be observed and educated by those around them, particularly their family members, to develop into morally upright human beings.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nunazira binti Rizan. I'm from Business of Management. Today I will explain about peer influencer. Peer pressure is one of the causes of adolescents' drug abuse. They do this because they want to be able to adapt to a group and participate in some of their activities, and they are influenced by their peers. However, some of them join the wrong group and engage in risk activities, one of which is drug use. Associating with them will result in drug use and can lead to a person becoming integrated in the problem to be a part of their group to interact loyalty. The selection of a partner also need to be done wisely by every teenager. If their partner is involved with drug use, indirectly, they will follow their partner's attitudes. This is clearly evidenced by the result of interview with former drug addicts at Pondok Inabah in Kuala Terengganu, who mostly become drug addicts because of associating with couple involved with drug addicts. At the same time, peer and community influencers justify adolescent involvement in drug use. This is because many of them persuaded their friends to do such things with them, and furthermore, the fact that anyone can now access mass media causes teenagers to perceive the outside culture and society as being entertaining by drug use. Feeling of marginality by peers or society can lead to depression, particularly among adolescents in the millennial era. As a result, it is critical to remind and advise teenagers not to be easily influenced by negative influences such as drug users. Instead, take advantage of the opportunity you have today to learn new things that will benefit not only you but also the country, society, and even the nation. According to be a Malay proverb, a mercury rebel take away the clear. Thank you.
Most medication and drugs may cause problems to our cardiovascular system, either heart attack or irregular pulse. Cocaine, for example, has always been linked to stroke and heart attack, all of which could result in a user dying tragically unexpected. Injecting drugs, on the other hand, can cause venous insufficiency, bacterial infection in the bloodstream, and heart valve damage. In addition, long-term drug users will impair brain function, resulting in memory loss, learning difficulty, retardation, and other cognitive deficits. There are few types of drugs that could give more serious side effects to the brain, such as nicotine and marijuana. While hallucinogen is a type of drug that gives you perception or illusions about reality, you may see or hear a real voice that never exists, or your perceptions of reality may be distorted. Emotional and psychological euphoria, clenching jaw, fear, paranoia, nauseous, and stomach discomfort are some of the side effects. Some drugs affect our body ability to regulate body temperature. For example, MDMA medication can cause an increase in body temperature, which can lead to dehydration, muscle injury, and dysfunction or long-term kidney failure. On the other hand, many people are not aware that drug users also encounter baldness, male pattern hair on women like facial hair, teeth cavities, gum disease, mood swing, and erratic behavior.
For these sections, I shall discuss about point 4 is financial pressure. One of the causes of drugs is financial pressure. Although this may be common knowledge, people may only think of the short-term cost of drugs as their addictions develops. For example, consuming one or more servings of drug may result in a mild high. A person may feel relaxed and inhibited, but it makes you more addicted and stressed to consume more. They may not think about the accumulated cost until they are in tight financial situations. People do not usually plan for these future money problems because they do not usually plan to get addicted. This leads to financial pressure. Using drugs at work, for example, is also a common reason for getting fired and suddenly not having a paycheck. It is also the case that losing one's job causes someone to stop using drugs. Many continue to put the money they need for the necessities of life into drugs. easily getting caught in a deepening circle of poverty and addictions. Moreover, addiction is a long-term disease that intensifies over time. The longer the substance abuse problem continues, the more tolerance the person develops and the more drugs they will use because they need to more and more drugs to achieve the same effect. So the amount of money they spend on their addiction keeps increasing. Meeting financial obligations can fall by the wayside, and those struggling with addiction often find themselves trapped under a burning of funds and other unexpected costs.
Conclusion. The cause and effect confirm that there are several risk factors for drug addiction. Those factors include emotional factors such as stress and trauma, psychological factors such as mental disorders, and genetic and environment. Those factors are closely linked and often interact when it comes to a person using drugs and developing an addiction. Family members, children, and friends are also affected by drug addiction. Drug addiction in the family causes distress to other family members while friends face peer pressure to try drugs. The children of drug addicted parents are the most affected as they are often physically and emotionally neglected. It is important to understand the factors that lead a person to drug abuse and addiction as well as their effects, and should be considered when formulating treatment and rehabilitation programs. Thank you.